Have you ever heard your child say this to you before? I don't want to go to karate. Okay, if you heard that, there's a reason why they've done that. One, they could have had a bad day. But that's not normally the case. What it is the child is wanting to gain control of the situation. And when parents face this, they come to me and say, Johnny didn't want to come to class today, and we had to get him out of the house and get him in the car and get him here. And it happens more often than you might think. And the reason why this is the case is, again, because of control, of rebellion. Now, when the child gets to the dojo or to the class, they seem to be fine. I've heard that all the time from parents. They're fine when they get here. And then when they do class, they learn and they have fun. And we often ask kids at the end of the class, did you have fun today? And a lot of them will raise their hand. It's like 98% of the children will say yes. But why would a kid give so much resistance before they even get there? Again, it comes back to control. And we really think that's what the deal is. And part of the reason why kids also don't stick it out with anything, it's like a 2-year thing. Baseball's 2 years, football's 2 years. And it's hard for people to stick out something that requires commitment. And karate is one of those things that requires a good amount of commitment. So you could expect to spend 4, 5, 6, 7 years at a traditional karate school to earn that black belt. So it's important to understand what the real situation is whenever you're dealing with it, whenever the child says, I want to go. The best response is, I believe, is, no, sorry, you're going to go. We are signed up, and you're always fine when you get there, and you always have a good time whenever you're there. So this is nonsense. Go get your stuff, and let's get in the car and go. And, another way we could handle it is to have the parent record the child at the end of the class and saying, how'd you like karate today? Oh, I had a good time. If it's always about learning, then what happens is the student will get bored. And if it's always about having fun, then the student's not being challenged. So there has to be a balance between learning and having fun. And that is why we've been successful for 20 years on operating the classes the way we do, is because we understand those dynamics. So to give a real quick example, I think boredom is okay. It does spur creativity. Back in the 80s, when I was a kid, my mom would go into the store and my brothers and I would be out in the car. Now I know you can't do that today because of how dangerous sometimes certain places in the United States and the world are. However, we were bored. We didn't have no electronic devices. So what we would do is we would sit in the car and we look at the road where the cars are going by, and I would say, I got all the cars going that way, you got all the cars going this way. We made up games to entertain ourselves. So one thing we're going to guarantee you is your child would not be bored if they take their karate very seriously and they practice regularly. If they practice regularly, they're going to see their confidence increase, their abilities increase. But however, we've been watching kids very carefully the past 3 or 4 years on if they practice or not, and they're still not doing it. No matter what we say, they're not doing it. We have a 90-day practice challenge. We still do those, and that does not engage the kids either. If it's not on an electronic device, they're not going to be engaged. So you have to understand that we are in a precipice at a point in this country where kids have to get back to the nitty-gritty, have grit, determination, hard work, perseverance. They've got to stick with something and focus on it and get good at it. Now, I played sports growing up. I played hockey for 3 years. I've played baseball. I've done bowling. I've done skiing. However, there's not many things out there that instill manners, respect, self-discipline, build confidence, and also teach self-defense all at the same time. The other thing is that when students do karate, the benefits are they get a better balance, better reflexes, better coordination, better stamina. And so when they go play any sport and they did karate for several years, they usually become the star player on the team. And this is because karate is not easy. It's very hard and it uses both sides of the brain. So whenever someone takes karate, they're not just increasing their abilities to defend themselves. They're increasing their abilities to think differently. And this gives them a competitive edge in this life. And it has definitely gave my students and myself that edge. And we want you to understand the benefits of karate are much further than just kicking and punching. So remember, a martial arts is 90% mental, 10% physical. And if your son or daughter says, I don't want to go to karate today, tell them to go get their stuff and let's go. We're going to do karate today. We're going to do it. We'll see you there. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Take care.